It would appear, Lady Hathair, that the Colonel has been shot.
Oh, damn. I was hoping for a nice quiet weekend of innuendo and gossip.
Oh, so sorry about that, my sweet. Had I known, I'd have invited someone else.
Who wouldn't have been murdered?
No, that would have been good at innuendo and gossip. I'm sure we all know how dreadfully bad old Fanshawe was at innuendo and gossip.
Well, quite. Duller than Andrew Lloyd Webber, in fact.
What the hell was that?
Oh, the doorbell, Lady Hathair. Nothing to worry about.
Inspector Nigel Cork of Scotland Yard, my lord.
That was fast.
Said he was in the neighborhood, my lord.
Aha! This is a pretty kettle of fish then, isn't it? Hello, everyone. My name is Inspector Cork from Scotland Yard, and I'm here on assignment to investigate this alleged murder.
Will there be anything else, my lord?
No, Pierce, that'll do.
Very well.
Not so fast, Pierce. I'll be needing you as a witness myself.
Well, that seems quite unnecessary. Why, he wasn't even on stage when the gun went off.
Well, we'll get to that ultimately. But there are other questions to be answered first.
Such as?
Such as, who is the deceased?
What? Come again?
Well, you just have to look at the poor blighter to realise that you've been deceived. There, is that proof enough for you?
Why, that's not Colonel Fanshawe.
Of course not.
If not Fanshawe, then who?
Otto von Zapf, a subversive hairstylist from Dusseldorf.
Pierce?
He showed proper credentials at the door, my lady. How was I to know?
Yes, quite. How were you to know, Pierce? Or shall I call you Freddy Groob?
Who the hell is Freddy Groob?
It would appear that the Pince-Nez's butler is not who he appears to be. Isn't that right, Freddy?
This is an outrage. Pierce, explain yourself.
Oh, sure, it's a fair cop. I am actually, as the inspector says, Freddy Groob.
This is quite a shock.
No, yes, quite so, Lady Pince-Nez.
Steady on, Gwendolyn.
You mean you've known? Oh, why, Pierce has been in our service for 22 years. What is it you really do, Groob or Pierce or whatever your name is?
Well, sure, I'm a butler, madam.
Well, I'm scandalized. I thought this was a proper English country estate, and now I find it's a thin film of lies.
I'm terribly sorry, Lady Hathair.
Oh, well, that's quite all right, my boy, quite all right. It's much better than the usual innuendo and gossip.
But why, Pierce?
And how would you like to go through life as Freddy Groob?
Yes, point taken.
Yes, well, that's all well and good, but I suspect that there's more to this deception than meets the eye.
You mean?
I do.
My God.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow.
Of course you do, Lady Hathair. Or should I call you Zelda Ann Maslansky of Detroit, Michigan of the United States of America?
Please, you're good. Yeah, I'm Zelda Maslansky. My husband and I was on a tour of English country estates when we got separated. He always says I'm getting lost, but I'm right here. He's the one that's lost, the bum.
That doesn't explain
Well,
it.
it does, and it doesn't. You see, before I came here, I took the liberty of consulting the registry of high-bred and wealthy British people living in this part of England, and I can safely tell you that there is no Lady Madeline Hathair in the region. There's a Dowager Duchess by the name of Barbara Hathair, but definitely no Madeline. I would venture to say that Barbara Hathair is of no relation to you, correct?
Me? Related to somebody rich or English? Yeah, that's a laugh.
That still doesn't
True
explain.
enough. But perhaps there's someone else in the room who can help.
I think I can.
Alistair.
Please, Gwendolyn, call me Hamish Gordon Willoughby.
What?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yes, my dear. You see, when your real husband, Alistair Pince-Nez, died several years ago, I knew the blow would be devastating. So I quickly took his place, and I've been impersonating him these last 8 years.
Does that explain anything, Lady Pince-Nez?
Oh, indeed it does. Why, Hamish Willoughby was Alistair's butler before we hired Pierce.
Jeez, this just keeps getting better and better.
Excuse me, my lord, but will you be needing me any further?
Inspector?
No, thank you. That'll be all, Groob.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I guess that concludes this little investigation.
Not so fast, Inspector so-called Cork.
I beg your pardon.
Gwendolen, what are you saying?
I am saying, Willoughby, that I recognized this man when he first entered, and he is not the man he claims to be. Would you please show my ersatz husband your credentials, Detective Sergeant Crullers?
Yes, I'd be happy to. Mrs. Nesbit.
Mrs. Who?
Damn! Very good, Crullers. I should have known I'd be no match for you. Oh, yes, it's true, Willoughby. I've been masquerading as Lady Pince-Nez for the last 11 years. I am actually Ida Nesbit of Croydon.
Yeah, all right. Would somebody please tell me what the hell is going on here?
Here are my credentials.
You're not from the homicide division, are you? Aha! Scotland Yard Special Theatrical Investigations Branch?
Detective Sergeant, I think you'd better explain this outrageous charade.
Indeed. Well, we got a tip from a reliable source, and it appears to be quite true.
A tip?
Yes, well, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your home isn't actually a Grand English country manor at all.
It isn't?
No, it's actually a theatre.
Alistair?
Steady on, old girl. Detective Sergeant.
Yes, it's a theatre.
How can you tell?
Oh, it's really easy. Just look out there. Those lights are just exactly the wrong kind for a stately English estate home, don't you think?
Cor, blimey, he's quite right.
Yes, and if you shade your eyes, you can tell that there's an audience out there as well.
Bloody hell!
Hang on a minute. There's something mighty fishy about this audience.
There is.
This isn't the audience for this show. It's the audience for Starlight Express.
This is intolerable. Well, I've had enough, and I will not be a party to this another minute.
Alistair! Hamish, wait for me.
Hey! Yeah, you bunch of frauds! How do I know any of you is who you say you are, you imposters?
That wraps up this case.